All right, guys, it's Friday. Yep. So I was over at Brother Mark's and we picked it up. I picked it up, the 327. It is a 10.5 to 1 stock style piston, forged 40 over. It's been bored, it's been decked, it's got new cam bearings, the crank is cut, it's all ready to go, but she dirty from sitting. So I'm gonna pull it back apart, clean it real good, check all the clearances for everything. We have a cam, an intake, all the gaskets to put this together for our shop truck. It's like a 300 horse, I would call it. I have a set of 202 160 cylinder heads. There are 462 castings, and we have this Edelbrock C3BX 4-valve intake with the old school filler neck. We're going to keep it very old school. We have the factory 327 valve covers. I have a Torquer Plus 5002 cam, way old school. I don't know the lift because the cam card's kind of compromised here, but I could just look it up. But this is way early, before they had problems with materials. We got the matching valve springs, Cloy's timing set. Working on doing stuff. I have the heads, I got to take them apart and check those out. And I'm working on another project here and another project here. It's just a mess. Another project here. So yeah, I've neglected to come in here and finish some projects. So yeah, so that's the 327 for now, and we'll update you with that. I'm gonna go clean the cylinder heads and some parts and probably call it a night because it's getting late. I'm cleaning the shop a little bit and get ready to work on the Buick tomorrow. So all right, so let me get some light on the subject here. Okay, so it's a little dark outside and it's dark in here. So here's a set of 202 fuelies, and they are dated for B14 of 7. So that's a 67 head, no ball holes in the front. It's a 462 casting, and they are 202 160s. Sorry for shaking. And they were supposedly redone but used for a little bit and then ran one parked. So so I'm gonna pull these apart, check the guides, check the valve job. If it's decent, I'll clean them up and lap the valves in, and I'll have the spring set up for that camshaft that we have. So it's a nice set of heads, still clean up nice, and that little engine's gonna fly. Good morning, welcome to Anything Goes Garage. 7:15 Saturday morning. Yes, it's humid, it's hot, and the fan is on. The dogs are in front of it, and there's no air movement otherwise. So I got the air cleaner off. We're starting to work on this thing today. Found out when I filled up this oil bath air cleaner, it was smoking. Car was smoking, like under the hood, and Chris says, yeah, I can't see it, but there's a spot under there that's rotted out. So I'm gonna clean that. I'm gonna solder that up and fix that and refill it. We're gonna go over this. Let's do some little stuff before I start yanking the clutch out of it. I want to get this generator out, maybe the regulator. Actually, I'm going to try to change the regulator first. Maybe we'll get lucky, but otherwise I'll pull this out, fix those wires, and then maybe try to test that. Maybe we can fix this on my own. Brother Mark told me some stuff because he used to do this stuff for a living. He won't be here today, so I'm kind of on my own. I'm going to work on them. I'm going to say them. There's a brake light switch down there with all bare wires. Probably gonna have to order one of them because brake lights weren't working. So, and Maggie's here, and he's barking at a snake skin that was in a box, and he doesn't know how to handle it. It's pretty funny. So, all right, yeah. Hey, look, dead squirrel. Yeah, that's my basically my attention span right now. It's like all over the place. I don't even know where to begin. We've got lots of stuff to do, and I'm going to pick a spot and start it and show you as I go. All right, so bad news here. I pulled the regulator out, and all the wires, of course, you see from here on back are just gone, the insulation. And as you see, every time you move them, the insulations. Now I cut all the shielding back on this, and no matter how far you go back and you bend these things, and then the wires just expose themselves. Look at this, I mean, it's just crumbling. Now this is a fire waiting to happen. So all up in these harnesses are all junk. So I'm getting I hit up Greg at Speed Seller and see if he can get me a Rebel wiring kit, basic kit for this, like I have in my Pontiac, to rewire this car. So we'll see what happens. I'm gonna see how much it is, and otherwise I would not even hook the battery up with this thing now with all these bare wires. It's just, the whole main harness is compromised. So we're gonna try to fix this, but we're gonna move on to something else and get some stuff done. So Panzer here is scared of a snake skin. There was one over there, I guess it crawled in here and shed its skin in the shop, and it was stuck to a box, and he's been totally afraid of it the whole time. Big bad Rottweiler afraid of a snake skin. So he's been, get it, don't get it. I don't know where the rest of it is, but he's got the ground all scratched up. It was a small one. It was over here by the boxes. I guess he slithered in here last night or during the day when I was working at some point. It's all right, they eat all the bugs. It looks like the snake skin's gonna eat Panzer. You're gonna keep your your claws nice and worn down. Wow, what a wuss. Yep, I got a wuss for a Rottweiler. Oh my God. I think he was the dodo of the litter. All right, so back to work. All right, so I'm gonna do a comparison here. Now, I'm bouncing the front of the car. You see how that bounces? Okay, so that means the shocks are out of fluid. So I topped this one off. Look at that. She don't bounce no more. So for a quick little trick, there is a 7/16 hex head right here. And you got to get yourself one of those ketchup squirt bottles and fill it full of hydraulic fluid and fill this hole. It's a little bit of a tedious job. You got to bounce the car as you do it. Put your finger over it, bounce it, and it does take a lot in here, so that's kind of how it goes. But now, I mean, this thing is tight like new. Look at that. See? I learned that when I did my Pontiac and a couple Packards. So now she's nice and tight, and it ain't gonna float around like it's on airbags. All right, there you go. Heater hoses. They're 5/8. Actually say Allstate on them. Allstate 5-inch or 5/8 inch. So they're about the same. There isn't a 3/4 and 1/2 inch, or a 3/4 and 5/8 on these. So I ran new heater hoses. There's actually a heater underneath the seat, and there's a heater that runs the defrosters. And believe it or not, these 6-volt blowers still work. I had to clean the mouse nest out of the other one, but I do have that one working. So I figured, you know what? They work, they weren't leaking. We'll replumb it. It's easier to do when it's on a lift, because I doubt the owner has a lift at his house, and I'll make it much easier for him. And hose is cheap, so we're gonna finish this up. I was assessing how this transmission is gonna come apart. That is going to be interesting. Yeah, lots of work. So let me finish running these hoses, trim them up, get them hung. I'm just doing little stuff. I got the lights all fixed except for the brake lights. And I see they have, Chris had all new exhaust put on it, muffler, tailpipe, everything comes out the back. Sounds really good. So fuel tank's holding up good. Brakes are doing good. So let me get this done, these hoses done, so I can move on to the next project at hand. All right, all the heater hoses are now run and clamped nicely. I'm going to pull this crunchy upper flex hose, and it's not too crunchy, right, because they've been driving it, but it's not looking good, and it could use to be changed. To see if I can find something around. The power store ain't going to carry this, and I want to take a peek in there and see if it has a, oh, my light's going dead, great, and see if it has a thermostat in there, and if it does or doesn't, it's getting one. Ooh, I'm gonna have to get my pick for that. Be right back. All right, it's been a long day, and I waited to do the transmission and the clutch last assist. So, been working on this thing all day for other stuff. This is quite sketchy. So, after you undo all your cross members, your flanges, all your lines, your linkage. You come back here and you support this up with some pole jacks. You have to undo the transmission or the brake line. You have to undo the support for the emergency brake cable so there's slack. You have to undo the knee action shocks, or else you bend them in the frame, which I almost did. And I put a come along and a ratchet strap to the bumper, and I'm pulling it backwards because it's right now the springs are actually up against the exhaust. Too bad we didn't do this before the exhaust, and they welded everything, so I can't take it apart. So I think I have enough room here to scooch this transmission, 4 3/4 inch bolts, scooch this thing back onto a jack, and then get it out of there. And then the rest is the, hopefully I don't have to pull the bell housing, but there's an inspection cover. I should be able to drop everything out the bottom. So somebody's had this out. This transmission's been cleaned. In fact, there's a gasket in there, a piece of cardboard. Looks like it's got advertisements on it. There's silicone in there, and there's silicone on the back. So somebody's been in this not too long ago. So somebody's had the top part of the trans apart, and yeah. So we'll go through that and make sure there's no metal in it. It sounds pretty quiet, so, but I'm trying to get some more. It's starting to get humid out here again, and it's like 8:30, 9 o'clock. I turned the fan off. The dogs gave up. They're like, yep, we're going to bed. Look at there. All right, so I'm gonna need my undivided attention to get this trans out so I don't get myself injured in any way, and I can't be holding the camera, so I'll be back. All right, boys and girls, we have one transmission. She's a little one, but boy was that fun to do. Better than doing some kind of late model piece of junk with all the garbage around them. This was a little sketchy. Wasn't bad. Wasn't bad at all. It was getting that rear out of the way and then clearing the torque tube. Putting it back together is going to be a whole nother thing, because I got to put a good gasket or silicone between the output and the torque tube. So that's not going to be any fun. Alright, so let's see here. What do we got? I don't know what the heck's going on here. There's some kind of a bolt. 1, 2, 3 bolts. Yeah, let me push this out of the way. Somebody's been in this. Well, the gasket stayed intact, so I guess I'll leave that and just put some silly snot in there. Oops. I want to pull that intake or input out. That looks good. It's been through the parts cleaner, so leave it just. Oh, it's leaking on my foot here. Oh, that was nice. All right. Come on, light. I'm going to drop this thing. I don't really want to have to take it off of here and then pick it back up again. Work smarter, not harder thing. All right, so the verdict is in. Let me find my light here. Clutch is out. I wasn't quitting until this clutch was laying on the floor. So, all right. So here we are. Yeah, she's barely got any grooves. It's glazed up. It's down to into the grooves, pretty good. That side, it's almost down to the rivets there. This is all tore up, and this flywheel looks the same. This clutch ain't even that old. I guess maybe somebody didn't know how to drive clutch. Somebody definitely did do the clutch in it when they did the transmission, so you know, maybe it was a operator error is why this was all apart. Well, if you're doing the transmission, you might as well do a clutch. So yeah, so yeah, let me see, show you the flywheel. So there's your tail shaft, your drive shaft, and there's your flywheel, and there's a retaining ring that holds the slider for the throttle bearing in there. Throttle bearing was worn. I'll probably take this flywheel off and have it sent out and get it resurfaced. It's the right thing to do, you know, so it doesn't tear up the new surface. And clean this up. I don't know how they got the clutch out, because last time, but they didn't clean the grease off of that, that's for sure. But it was nice to have a access hole, but there's many years of 80 years of grease just holding on to this chassis. So all right, that stopped dripping. He's over there eating cardboard. She's asleep. and I'm gonna about go in and get a shower and call it a night. So, yep. Hold on, guys. Ugh, there I am. Yeah, so it's been a long day, and I got a lot done. A lot got done in this car. I figured out a lot of stuff. Fun part's getting that clutch back in, getting the rear back together. Getting the clutch in and getting the trans is one thing, but getting that torque tube hooked up with the gasket so it doesn't leak is not going to be fun, especially without a factory gasket, because you have silicone, that thing's going to slide around, and I'm sure it's going to smear it. So, what are you growling at? Piece of cardboard? Yesterday it was a snake skin and a bug and a frog and a bunch of leaves. I don't know about you, Panzer. Pansy, I ought to call you Pansy. Right, Pansy? And then the fireworks just started and you started barking. Yeah, he's a handful, isn't she, Maggie? Isn't he? Yeah, she. All right, guys. I will catch you guys tomorrow. There's plenty to do, and I will definitely be out here again tomorrow. Good night. All right, so I'm removing the flywheel to send it out to get it resurfaced. Looks like it's going to need a little glove tap to get it out. They're kind of an interference fit. There all the washers. I'm replacing them anyway. Woo! She's in there tight. Warm one again today. Humid. Alright, I'm gonna have to turn this thing somehow. And it's not have much compression, so I'm gonna turn this by hand. This is probably going to be a chore getting this out. It's going, but slowly. Alright, so we ran into our first glitch. Now I was looking at the bolts on the bell housing, and it don't look like they've had any wrenches on them in a long time, especially since that transmission's been done. To get the flywheel out, it's on studs. Well, I got the flywheel just about ready to come off the studs, and it hits the inside of the bell housing. So now I got to drop the bell housing, but in a good way. It's good because I can clean it up and make it look pretty again, and inspect everything and give a little paint makes it what it ain't job. And it's not, don't look too bad to get to the bolts, as long as they all go that way, not this way. So otherwise, car's up in the air, it's staying up in the air because everything's supported in the back here by pole jacks, and can't let nothing down. So wish me luck on this one. I'll come back to you when I got on the park. All right, glitch number 2. Sorry about that. 2 of the bell housing bolts go this way, inside the bell housing, right behind the flywheel. If it wasn't for those pesky studs, I'd have this thing out. And to remove the studs, they're not long enough, I don't think, to put it, no, they weren't. They weren't long enough to put a double nut and walk them out. A stud removing tool usually damages all the threads. So the only thing I'm thinking of is, the flywheel's not blue and tore up. So my plan is to just deglaze it. Now it doesn't have any deep grooves or dark spots in it, so I think what I'm going to do is just, I have a special tool for deglazing rotors. I'm just going to go to town on that and send it. I've done it before. If this thing was really, really, really burned and tore up, I would pull it out of here, but I don't. What a nightmare. Thank you, Buick. Did somebody from Ford work for you at one point? That's not even funny. All right, so the Wagon is finally getting the windshield put in. Dennis the Glass Man is here. Install the front windshield. He's got some experience doing this. This is why we call him Dennis the Glass Man. Most people won't mess with these butyl tape windshields or gasket jobs, so he is our hero. Hopefully all this goes well and we get this in, and I can actually leave the car outside and not have to jam up my day. There's a snake skin on the floor and he's scared of it. What is it? What would you do if it was a real thing, Panzer? Run? Oh boy. Alright, so I'm going to flip this over. Maybe just stand it up, right? Stand it up. Flat. It still work. It worked last time, I think. Yeah, it did. This one's a no bueno. Oh, there it is. I guess that's it. I just don't trust them. Yeah. Alright, now this is where it gets. Start at the top and swing down. Alright, I gotta go my way here. Let me get my fingers on here. Alright, I am about an 1/8 inch off the clip. I'm just gonna lightly set
my way a little bit.
Okay. I'm about halfway across the butyl tape here. Uh-oh. Move the tape a little. Do what you gotta do. I do just touching. I have to move this butyl a little bit over here. Oh man, I took those legs out of there. Wait, no, this one's here. Yeah. Oh no, they're there. Never mind. It's there. Duh. I thought I took them out. They're painted the same color as everything else. So. This tape's high enough. It ain't good. That one looks good here.
Need a little something to poke in on the top.
Sure. Beside the screwdriver. I don't know if this will work. Will that work?
Yeah, that's fine. Just need it. One little spot on the top line.
Yeah. A lot of room over there on this side. This would be right. Yeah, we like between the clip and the windshield. I got like I can stick my finger in there. Like in the window.
Yeah, maybe more.
Needs to come over this way. I didn't really.
What you got? I got. What do you got on the bottom? Finger sideways or finger?
This way needs to go. I think. Let me see. Hold on. Like it's got probably almost half inch. Yeah, it's a little bit over.
Slide a little bit.
I can get half my finger in there and my whole finger over here, so it could go over a little bit. There she goes. Wow, it's easy to manipulate. Huh? Okay.
Like that?
Let me get a tape instead of doing primitive. Hey, you know, sometimes when you don't have one of these, it is 1/2 inch to the clip. That is 1/4 inch too far this way, but so we're, let me go to here. So we're at half there to the pillar. We're at 3/4 here to the pillar. So we need to go this way just a hair. Let's try that. There's 3/4.
Well, they're moving.
I thought it was all moved. Looks like it moved. Yeah, that's a little over half. Like 5/8. Yep. Tonight we're doing some sketchy stuff. We got a Bobcat 0 turn on the lift, and I'm replacing, well, it's already off, is the drive clutch for the deck blades, and it looks a little something like that. And I have to match it up to the one that hopefully it's in this box. Fun. Got to get it done. Somebody's got to mow the lawn, so get this thing done and greased up, new belt on it, and send it on home. All right, so here's the new one. Here's the old one. All I got to do is take this bracket off, put it in there, and they give you a new pigtail, which I needed because the other one was a little tore up. The belt was chafing it a little bit, so put some never sleeves on this thing and let's send her on home. All right, there you are. One new clutch, one new drive belt. Now I got to do is put the belt for the deck back on the pulleys, and the tensioners on the top. I greased anything that was underneath here. The Hymens for the drag links, and the front half of the drag links. Put a little edge on the blades. They weren't too bad, so I just touched them up a little. Now we're gonna put this thing back on the ground. Yeah, I know it's not car truck stuff, but anything goes garage. Haha. We work on anything. Hey guys, and welcome back. It's someday during the week, I don't know. So I got the old 72 4-door in today for drop some oil, put some fresh oil in her. It's due, and I'm gonna do some tire fitment today. I don't want to go out and buy new wheels for my wagon. I was gonna run 14s on it, but they don't give you the right profile back tire that I want in a 60 series, and they're a little short and squatty. That'll be my last resort. So I thought about going with a Steely with that steel poverty cap on it, but they'd have to be like 8 inches wide or 7 inches, and then go 8 inches in the back and then go like 7s or 6s in the front. But I don't know, not a huge fan of rally wheels, but this has rally wheels. So what I'm thinking about doing is taking one side off of here, put it on that car and see what it looks like with a fatter tire underneath the wagon. I don't know if the wheel wells are the same, if I could fit it, if the back spacing's the same. So we're just gonna try and see what it looks like. At least I'll get an idea of what I need. So it's not written in stone that I'm gonna get rallies, but for now, I'll put some Cooper Cobras on it or something. Pretty cheap. BFGs, they've kind of gone up again. I don't know, I'll have to check around, but I've been kind of a Cooper Cobra guy. I seem to get decent wear out of them. And Maggie's off barking at the sky. So, let me get the draining while this thing's still hot. I just got back from work, and let this drain and we'll get some wheels off this thing. Yep, see you in a bit. Yeah, got a little oilage leak here. That one kind of stopped. Well, maybe not. All right, I'm gonna get my drain pan and we'll go. Yeah, it almost seems like yesterday I just changed this oil. I did put some miles on it. I'm doing this a little bit earlier than I usually do, but the engine's tired, it's got to blow by, and I know it's not happy. Like, clean, the oil does not stay clean long because it's just so much blow by. Ooh, and it's warm. It's funky. It definitely is not. Ooh. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I hate when it does that. It sprays all over. Yeah. I can't wait to get the engine done for this. One of these days, Tweety's old engine will go back in. Will go in this, not back in there. Will go in this. All right, so there's a 14-inch with the poverty caps on the 4-door. Boy, those things are tiny. That might be too small of a tire anyway. I have to check with the door tag, or the tag in the glove box tells you what size tire it came with originally. And then there's this. So they're the 15 by 8s and the 15 by, I think they're 6s or 7s. So you tell me in the comments what you guys think. Kind of looks good, fills the wheel well up, looks good with those slapper bars. And the once I get the exhaust, I think I'm gonna dump the exhaust somewhere. If there's room here or back here, because this wheel well might be in the way, I want to put it someplace back here somewhere. You can kind of see the tip hanging out. I kind of hide everything. So tell me in the comments what you think. I'm just kind of messing around here, trying to figure out what I want to do. Maybe I'll do both cars with rallies. So I'm trying to save some money right now. I know I gotta buy tires, but I can get rallies all day long. What do you think, Maggie? Panzer? Maggie said, just let's go for a ride. I'm gonna go get ice cream, right? I'm gonna get ice cream. Ice cream. All right, let's do a few more projects here. Probably swap these back out so I can drive my car tomorrow. All right, so it looks much better now with a big old tire on this thing, a 15, an 8 on the back, a 7 in the front. So they came off my 4-door. And for now, I wanted to see what this car looks like with, it's supposed to be an E7814, which is equivalent to a 195/75/14. Well, that's what it looks like with poverty caps and not the full hubcaps. It needs the full caps, but it looks like I shrunk the car. This thing is probably going to burn tires and scream. It's like probably going to be like putting 410s in it with this little tire. Then I found out 2 of the wheels are not disc brake wheels, because I went to tighten them down and they hit the calipers. So I swapped them around and I found the 2 disc brake rims and the 2 non. The quarter panel doesn't help being blown out in the fender, but I think a little taller 14, or just put like what Chris has on his car, do the same thing. Basically it's on my Wagon. I hate to rally wheel this place to death, but I do have some 7s. Go with 7s on this thing. Decisions. Maybe I'll just sleep on that one. So yeah, that was today's little project. And yeah, I think I got a Chevelle problem over here. All right, guys, I have the shop truck in the shop, ready to go on the lift. I'm gonna remove these inner wells, and that's gonna require lots of cutting because the bolts keep spinning in the captured nuts. So I had to torch what I could outside. Now once we get those out, order new ones, and I got to take this heater box out, which is broken, and the Bondo monster came and I guess patched this thing up at some point. Then we got some silicone and some rust. We'll fix all that. I power washed down there today because Brother Mark supposedly is coming over tomorrow to bend all new brake lines up. So yeah, I think we have power brakes for this thing. He says he has a booster. I did give him a booster. I think he's just got to find it. I know he's been on a mission, working in his shops and stuff. He's been really busy with work and shops, so I try not to bother him too much. It's looking good in here. This is going to be a nice, that's going to be a nice paint job right there once I get all that stripped off. And we'll just paint that white. And we're going to get 2 new inners. Radiator support we're going to keep. I might paint all this. We'll see. So it's threatening to rain out there, getting a little bit of lightning, so I'm going to clean some stuff up on here and cool off a bit. Welcome back. It's Friday. I got a second wind. I'm here working on the shop truck, cutting all the inner fender bolts that broke all the clips off. First I started cutting them with a plasma cutter till I brought the truck in because it started to rain. Now I'm on the cutoff wheel and I have to change my wheel, but I got one more here that's got to give me problems. So back to cutting. right. I'll take it. I will take it. That was close. All right. There she is. Oh, lip is still there. There's a little bit of filler. No wonder why these things rotted out. They made a pocket here for all the crap to lay in. Yeah, they didn't make trucks to last forever, but I bet you they last longer than the trucks today. This one ain't too bad. Here's the battery thing. I'm gonna have to do cab mounts and cab mount kits and what do you call it? Braces in this too. So now I can get this out. So there's the old well. She got some undercoating to her. Let me tell you, that is one thick application of undercoating. So, all right, I think I'm gonna start taking this air box out. So, we got some mouse houses here and here. We got a cable in here somewhere, I think. Yep, there it is. I gotta get this cable off before I destroy it. I don't know what, oh, it's got one of those captured, like a weird nut, not a nut, but a, I don't know what you call those clips, but getting to it's a whole nother thing. So I'm probably gonna put this on the ground to get in there. There you go. Success. Actually, didn't break it. Might be able to reuse it. Not sure. Usually they break. Now the fun part is getting the cable off the actuator with all the weight. There it goes. All right. There you are, a condominium mouse house with let's see, this looks like maybe a 2-bedroom apartment. What you think? I know one thing, it makes for you being sick. So we got some rust up here. I know we got rust up in here because this is where they all rot. The water and dirt lays in here, rots the seam out of here. This is why there's silicone in it. Typical of these trucks, 67 to 72. Supposed to be seam sealer in there. And there's a lot of yuck in here. It's a lot of scraping. I gotta get this cleaned out. I was just picking all this stuff out of here, and boy, we got some holes in there. I got some fixing to do. Yep. I got some fixing. We gotta keep the water out of this truck. This is where all the trash lays, and it rots all these out. Typical of all these trucks. I think this thing sat for a long time, neglected, and things just went south, and it's a shame. I want to take this off too and clean under here and make sure there's no rust and there's plenty of seam sealer. So I'm gonna call it a night. It's almost 9 o'clock. The dogs are getting clingy. That means it's bedtime for them. And Brother Mark should be over tomorrow, and we're gonna knock out these brake lines, rubber and metal. He's gonna bend his own, and I'm gonna work on getting that out of there if I'm not in the way. And whatever else we got. Make a list, check it twice. Yep. And go from there. Oh yeah, by the way, Jerry from Medford Speed called me. Now I dropped those cylinder heads off and those connecting rods off, what, Monday, Tuesday? They are done already. Had to replace one intake valve. He cut all the seats. The guides were good. He resurfaced them because there was a nick in one of them, and assembled and set up the springs. Also, what did he do? Oh, he did the big end of those 307 rods. I'll show you what's going on with that later, but yeah, lovely 307. Look, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. His lights are on. He traveled all through the night to get here. Brother Mark. Well, good morning, Brother Mark.
Oh, good morning, sir. How are you today?
I am absolutely peachy.
I'm on my best behavior.
Me too. No shenanigans today.
No.
No shenanigans.
No shenanigans.
No shenanigans. Ha ha. Ah, yes.
Wheels and tires on the wagon.
Ah, yes, yes. I did.
How are you?
Hey, brother man.
How's everybody?
Hello.
Hi. So I got a lot of stuff for the shop now.
Ah.
And tools and all that.
Yeah. Yep, we've got.
We're gonna show you guys how to make brake lines today. I know a lot of use, crazy straw, whatever, but
I got my brake machine if you need it for flaring, or did you bring yours?
I got mine.
Okay,
too.
it's okay.
And I got fittings, all kinds of stuff. Spring guard if we need it. I get this stuff, if you guys do like, it's called the Stop Shop. It's like an online store.
Mm-hmm.
And you could get stainless. I don't recommend stainless because it's very difficult to flare and seal.
Mm-hmm.
Standard zinc coated stuff, whatever, that's what I use.
Mm-hmm.
They sell like the spring guard.
That's nice. I didn't know you can buy that stuff.
Yeah, so you don't have to wrestle it off an old brake line or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah. And you have to put rubber around it so it ain't chafing on something.
Right.
Like I do.
Well, you know, if the brake lines are laying in the original brackets, they're less tend to snag.
Correct.
Wear,
yep. Or wear through from vibration.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you don't have a problem. So in the bag that retaped itself, there's like, here, there's like fittings and stuff like that.
Nice.
Yeah, so I got the standard 3/16 and 1/4 inch because that's what the truck takes.
That's one thing I got to stock up on is brake fittings, because I'm always buying like 5 at a time and they charge you $35 for 5 fittings at the local parts store.
I think it's like 10 fittings and it's like $7 or, you know, through here.
Wow.
Well,
I'm going to have to start going to these guys because I'm tired of local parts store just...
Hey, I like the stainless bench. That's pretty
Yeah, I got that the other day.
I'm going to take it home.
And it's pretty sturdy, not like the other one with the wheels.
I'm taking it home.
You can have my other one. You know, I'm going to retire that one.
That one?
Yeah.
I want to cook my food on that.
Nah, cook your food on it. Yeah.
Oh, we're back to this lift. Wait, because it's gone.
So, yeah. I was busy late last night. Beard in hand, cigar in the other.
I want to hit that guy up. He's a vanner because we do I'm involved in the old van scene.
Oh, yeah.
And there's a guy across the river. His brother supposedly threw like all kinds of stupid money out of 68 short bed.
Yeah, you were saying something about that.
And he's got
Yeah.
a bunch of takeoff parts.
And we need a hood.
We need a hood.
We need inner wells if he has them.
Yeah.
Instead of buying all new stuff, you know.
Oh, wow.
We have to.
Crunchy.
Yeah, it's very crunchy. Look, I mean, crunchy, all crunchy. There was silicone and all kinds of.
This all needs to be.
I actually power washed this. I couldn't get this with the power washer because you know, the inner well was on.
Yeah.
But every one of these nut things all snapped
yeah,
off and
that's fine.
spun. So now I have to cut them
Yeah,
again.
it's a $15 kit. I think I got
Yeah.
the U-bolts.
But it also takes forever to get these things to come off. So
Well, you know what I do with them? Once they start giving me a hard time, 1 or 2 of them,
Yeah.
I just whack them off. Just whack them off and then probably.
I'm sure you do.
Yes, I do.
you just
baby.
cut them right off.
Sometimes I invite you over too. God.
So yeah, I get my use out of a cutoff wheel when I'm cutting the heads
Well,
off.
that's a big wheel you got there.
Thank
Chuck.
you.
It looks big in your hand.
Ding and dong. How's it going, Mark?
Oh, I'm just over here doing like geometry and stuff like that, like real interesting stuff.
Yeah, man. You're the human brake line die.
I'm not a machine. Only in the bedroom.
TMI, buddy.
How's your wives? No, I'm just kidding. No, anyway, I bend from the left. You know, there's a whole science to tube bending, like hydraulic tube bending, brake tube bending, and stuff like that. The reason why I kind of do this.
Well, you're lefty like me. And
No, I'm a righty. But
oh, yeah, that's right.
I bend from the left. For example, this is an original line here that we took out. And you're like, oh, that looks pretty solid. And yeah, for the most part, with a grease slide, but the brake fluid traps moisture and they rot from the inside out. So
right on your bends is the
when you
thinnest
start
part.
bending it,
Mm-hmm.
then you wind up with a brake.
Yeah.
So
And when you bend stuff, the outside is the thinnest part because
Right.
you're stretching it,
right,
just
so,
like anything.
showing that we replicate the lines as close as we can. And the reason why we do that is because, again, people have done, curly cues, like,
And leave the extra because they don't have a cutter and a flaring tool.
Vibration, inequality of, like,
Well, that's for cooling the brake fluid.
yeah, pulling the brake fluid, yeah. So anyway, like, we have the main crossover already bent and done.
Yeah, look at that.
And that was all pretty much
Yeah,
done.
it goes
with-
behind the front. And we're back. Since the camera decided I'm going to be a jerk today.
Huh. Hi. So I'm to the point where we're making a bend here because the camera like went off for.
Yeah, I'm having updating firmware issues, and nobody seems to want to work on these things or know how to.
Yeah. Basically.
All the people know how to play games and build computers that can't do a firmware.
Play a game with me.
Ew.
And this is like, dude, this is a great little bender from.
That's a little. I've never seen one. I'm gonna get one like that.
And it gives you those tight little radius bends that
I was
you
always
need.
wondering how you did that.
This is how close we are. Some of this stuff you have to kind of thumb and bend.
Yeah.
So you can get the actual radius right and the angle right, so you're doing cleaner brake lines. See, I gotta twist this a little more up. And the thing is not to kink the line.
Yes.
I mean, you get them close, because where you want is you want them to sit into the original bracketry so they don't vibrate, shatter, leak, or anything like that.
Correct.
So earlier, as we said, we were going to make a mating point, because this part of the line was going to be fabricated when we get the power brakes on. But
Yeah,
right
it's just going to move everything forward.
Yeah, right now with the engine out, I mean, you can see how close I am.
Yep.
And a little bit of tweaking. I mean, I could put a bender on there to clean it up a little bit, but we will be pretty much right there.
We'll be right back. After these messages, we'll be right back.
So there's a crooked man. That's a shenanigan line.
That is a shenanigan line.
Definitely a line of shenanigans. So.
Yes. Okay.
Bye.
They're still here. It's hot out. It's humid already. Maggie's a love bug. Yep. He is a jerk, but a good jerk. Dr. Mark, evil. Dr. Evil is still evilly bending.
I'm still making things
He's
like
still
the way
bending
they're
things.
supposed to make things bend like things and stuff.
Yes, yes.
Okay, doctor.
Okay, doctor. I'll let you get back to work.
Bye.
So, I removed one steering box, one manual steering box, that be. I'm going to convert this over to power steering. Power. We got the power.
It's not a tuba.
It's not a power. That's not a power. But wherever my power box went, over there. So, I see you got your doctor's bag today.
Yes.
Yes. Doctor.
Things.
Full of stuff. Yeah, broken tools.
Whatever that meant.
I don't know. That's what happens, I guess, when
There's some dorky people out there.
I think somebody was drinking when they commented on that
You know,
one.
it's fun. It kills me, man. You know, like, they're sitting home, and you know they're mad at their wife. You know what I mean? Or they're you know, in trouble.
Or the
They're
dog or something.
You guys are horrible. Okay.
Sure, we're horrible.
I'm over here being smart. Look at the smile.
Yeah. Hold on, where's your channel?
Oh, I'm gonna go burn pine cones.
Yeah. Here comes the other inner fender well, hopefully. Kill myself doing this. Alright, let me set this down here. Oh, of course. Lovely. Guess I missed that. There we go. All right, so here we are. This little birdie named Mark. Mark! Brother Mark! Decided it would be smart to take the bed off and remove the bed, because we're gonna put new wood in it, right? New wood, clean it up. I said wood.
Plus it'd be easier to fix it.
And I can blast and paint this and make it pretty and do my thing. This is easy to clean up here. Paint the rear like I did your truck when I had the bed off, you know. And yeah, don't mind the rigging process here. Don't mind that. You didn't see anything from here, you know. Nope, you don't see anything. You just see a bed hanging from a machine. And we're gonna put this over there, and eventually I'll get the boards out of it and clean it up, and I don't know, we'll do something. I think we're gonna recycle a lot of it, besides the wood.
A lot of it's gonna burn, maybe.
Yes, correct. The dog likes the fan. Yeah. All right, so here we are outside, and Brother Mark is here along with Panzer, and yeah, I think the brake brake job went a little too out of hand, I want to say. And OCD, ADD, Brother Mark, yes. Yeah, it isn't good. Ready, brother Mark?
Yep.
Front first. Up. Oh,
Watch the paint.
over there. Behind the machine. Actually, put it in front of that bumper. That'd be perfect. Southwest.
I'm just not set up.
No, that's okay. Yeah, right there. Fine.
Oh.
Yeah, so this is where we're at. And also,
Shake and bake.
and shake and bake. And guess what? The cab is unbolted too. So it is now become a frame off restoration. Yes, if you're happy and you know it,
Yeah.
clap your hands.
And it's gonna be fast.
Yeah.
It's good, like cool fast, not like 10,000 horsepower on the street.
More. Yeah, a little more. Yeah, right about there. See what we can do with that. Hopefully I can remember how to set this thing up for the lift. What do you think, Mark? Yeah. Well, if there's anything connected, it won't be for long.
Well, so far, that's
Oh yeah, that's not good. I guess we forgot that.
no, that's disconnected.
No, now it goes in the frame.
Yeah,
No.
just pull that little thing there.
Yeah, let the lift do it.
All right, ready?
We're good. Hold it.
Yep, hit the frame.
Yeah, it just clipped the corner. Just watch your side.
I'm fine over here.
Yeah, I'm good. It just caught the corner right here. You're good.
Can it go up?
Yeah, a little bit. Yep.
All right, make sure the cable's here. Are you filming?
I'm filming. No, the camera's filming. Yep, you're clear. Clearance. Gee, it seems like deja vu. I was doing this with the 64 cab about, what, 3 years ago?
Yeah, I gotta go up a little more, but
I think I want to try not to go too far because I'm
you gonna ratchet it down to the...
Yeah, I'll probably put a couple safeties on it.
I just want to get it so we can get the frame out of your way.
Yeah, I'm gonna blast this. I gotta do some stuff. Gotta do my thing.
Yeah.
And I gotta scrape all this and probably power wash it again. I'm gonna put all the, get rid of this, take this all off.
Okay, that was all newer.
Yeah, that was all new.
You want me to get up just to clear the wheels?
Yeah, a little more. That's good. Well, look at there.
Well,
We got a lot done today.
a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. No shenanigans. Yeah, those body mounts in the front kicked our butts.
They weren't that bad.
Well, with a little heat and 2 impact guns.
Opposing force of 2 impact guns.
Yeah. 2 impact guns, his and mine.
This video of doom.
Yes. Oh yeah, that was it. Yeah. I'm gonna need a power washer to get the rust out of my hair and forehead. Yeah. At least it's not blinding you as much.
It kind of looks like rhinestones in there. You look like a perfect piece of jewelry in the Aztec.
Thank you. I'm worth something then.
You're worth something. I guess we'll push the frame out and run over exactly 2 dogs.
Yeah, they just ate their dinner, and let me move some stuff over there. And oh yeah, look, both on one on each wheel. I guess I'll steer the ship, or you got it.
Oh, you can steer the ship.
I don't care.
I'm just trying
Just get it by the body.
Yeah. Are you still filming?
I'm still filming.
You're still filming. I'm gonna bring you with me.
I got lots of power washing to do, lots of blasting to do. Yeah.
And there's the truck. Oh, we gotta inspect the truck now.
Yeah.
It's rusty.
Yeah.
It's not super terrible, but
It needs back.
it needs the back cab mounts and extra supports.
Yeah. Typical.
And it needs inner rockers.
Get rid of the road line paint.
Yeah, or just leave
That's
it.
the shoulder paint. That's the middle of the road paint.
Yeah, it's
And
like
there's Maggie.
There's Maggie. Maggie.
Yeah, so we got a lot done today, and I think it's time to clean up and
go home.
call it a day. I got a lot of editing to do.
Why? I didn't. Never mind.
All right, guys, I'm calling this done. Tired. He's done. I'm done. Tired. Going home. He's going home. I'm gonna go. I don't know. Edit. Yeah.
Anyway, thank you for joining us.
Yes, thank you for watching. Thank you for putting up with our shenanigans.
Anyway, like, all input's welcome. I know we have fun with it and stuff like that, but we love to hear you guys, you know, your opinions on the stuff. You like it or you don't like it or whatever. We don't care either way. We're going to do what we're going to do.
Yeah,
but
we're your entertainment for the next 20 minutes or longer.
Exactly. Unless you put us in slow motion.
Or you just hit off.
Really
But please don't do that. Like and subscribe, please.
Yeah.
Leave a comment.
Say hi.
Say hi, whatever.
There's quite a few people at the local car shows. They recognize me, so you should make.
Well, I don't go anywhere. I'm a hermit.
Hermit.
So, yeah,
Crab.
Crab.
I think we're talking too much, Clyde.
So, right, Maggie? What? You quit eating rust? She's a good girl. All right, so that's it. We're calling it. And thank you for watching.
I think this is
and anything happens here at Anything Goes Garage, you know the whole deal.